Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today is Friday. We got through another week. Very, very busy all week, but it's been a joy. It goes a lot quicker when it's enjoyable, isn't it? So, and that's exactly what's happening. Just seems to be flying through now. So we're on Friday again. But yeah, very, very busy. Eco Sport behind me. I've done the trick. I've done the skirts. I'll show you the skirts quickly. Let me show you the skirts. There we go. So, all done up, buttoned up, all tight. Surprisingly went on pretty quick and easy, I've got to be honest. So, I thought I was struggling with it. But, no, went straight back on. So, that's all done. Just needs a clean on the inside and outside. And it's ready for her to take it on Saturday. So, yeah, very, very busy. But today, we're going to get this out of the way, put it out the front, and I'm going to bring in the next new project that we can start. Straight away, bang on it. I'll walk around it first. I'll show you what we've got. It is a car that's bought to order. So, basically, I sold a Fiesta to a family probably about a year and a half ago, a black one. To one of their sons, and their other son is now, doing his lessons, doing his test, and he's at that age. So, yeah, they got in contact with me and said, "Would you be able to find us a particular car that we're looking for?" They wanted particularly kind of a model, a budget, and they wanted this car. So I said, "Yeah, of course." And I've been looking for a little while. They've been looking. They couldn't find anything, but I managed to find something that they was interested in. So let's get it in. We'll have a walk around, show you what we got. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, guys, let's get in to the new project, and it is another Fiesta facelift, 2014. It's a Z-Tech model, 1.2. And yeah, like I said to you, this was specifically bought for a customer. They've been looking for ages. They couldn't find the right one. The prices of Fiestas are just skyrocketed, and they just couldn't get anywhere near their budget basically for what they're looking for. But I managed to get this one for them, and yeah, I think it's gonna work out well for both. I'm still, earning a wage. They're still getting a great car. In their budget, everyone is a winner. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a no-brainer. So yeah, this is the next one, guys. I'm gonna jump straight into it. I'm gonna walk around quickly, have a look at it, and then we're gonna just take it straight back onto the ramp and start pulling this front end completely off, and get right stuck into this one straight away. So yeah, it's funny because they were supposed to come and look at this car today after work this evening. So they surprised me yesterday and turned up yesterday because they just wanted to have a look. They didn't even message me; they just turned up, which is fine. I ain't got a problem with it, but it's kind of helped now because I really wanted to get stuck into this one and start tearing that front end off and have a look at the damage and see what's going on. But I didn't want to touch it until they've seen it, which would have been today. So I wouldn't be able to do it Monday, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. But yeah, they're well happy with it. And they should be really, because it is a great little car. We'll have a quick walk around it. Obviously, apart from the front end, I have had a look around it. There was a couple of stone chips or paint flakes or whatever you want to call it down here, but we'll just touch them up. Oh god, look at those rear drums. That is horrendous. Why would you do that to that? So yeah, someone's painted them that colour, both sides on this car. Don't know why. Really strange. Nothing else is in the car is like it. No other colour. Nothing inside. Anything. So we're going to be rubbing them back and repainting them black as well, just to get rid of that because it's horrendous. No damage on the rear end. Pretty good. Not even... Can I find a bumper scuff? Not really. I'm struggling to find anything on this rear, I've got to be honest. So, yeah, really good condition. And once I've cleaned it and done all my little bits and pieces I want to do to it, it's just going to look even better. Obviously, we've got a little bit on the quarter here, but obviously I'll just rub that back and touch that up for them. And again, the same here. A couple of stone chips. So we'll just have a look at that. Just tidy it all up. But yeah, rear drums. Terrible. Look at that colour. But yeah, nothing down this side. No issues. I think we might have an issue with this wing. Looks like it's kind of moved a little bit. Don't know if I'm going to be able to realign it, play around with it. I might be able to. If I can't, then I'm going to have to swap it over. But I think it just needs a little bit of a tweaking. Yeah, just a little tweak. But yeah, this is where the damage is. Obviously, got the hit here. It was that side that it got hit. I don't think it got hit this side. I think it's this side. Let me show you. So yeah, there we go. Obviously, we've got the crash bar there. The legs, both sides, the chassis legs, both sides are absolutely straight. They're not been hit. This is a Cat N, category N, non-structural. So you would have thought there would have been no structural damage to the car, which there isn't, I don't think, hopefully. But, you know, we need to get this teared apart. Let me just put this up. Hold on. We need to get this all stripped down and having a good look behind there, replacing everything that needs to replace, which is probably everything, I've got to be honest. The whole slam panel, front panel, everything needs to be changed. Lights, bumper, bonnet, everything. But yeah, you know, and obviously I think the airbox is out of whack as well, so we've got to replace this airbox as well. Yep, it's popped off there, so I know straight away that we need to replace that. What else? Oh, we're going to do, I've said to them, included in the budget and the price, I'm going to include timing belt, water pump, full service, yeah, and changing everything, all the filters, all the oil filter, air filter, engine oil, the whole lot. We're going to do all that as well. It's all included, because this one has got a little bit high mileage, but again, you know, we couldn't find anything with lower mileage for what they wanted, which was a 1.2 engine. So let me show you the inside. So yeah, straight away, look at the mileage. 94,569. So high mileage for the car, but you know, the lower mileage ones are just absolutely ridiculous. It does run and it does drive. So, you know, got no lights on, nothing like that. It's got a good display. Any CDs? No CD. But yeah, I'm not going to run it for too long, because I'm going to get off that front end and start looking at that. But, you know, at least it runs and drives. That's the key. When I was looking at this, it said it didn't run and it didn't drive. So, you know, again, that was a bit more of a gamble. But it looks like, again, the gamble has paid off. Yeah, and they're gonna have a nice little car for this. It's got aircon. We've got booklets. A little bit of service history in there as well. A little bit, not too. I think 1 or 2 stamps. Locking wheel nut is there as well. So yeah, let me turn it off. So that's it, guys. That's the new project. We're going to get cracking straight away. I'll take it back. We'll start getting that front end off, stripping it down, doing my normal stuff. So yeah, what do you think so far? It's the facelift version as well. So that's what they wanted. They wanted the facelift version of the Fiesta. So yeah, a nice, and the interior's better in it on these facelift. I've got to be honest. Yeah, they are better. And obviously we'll do all the cleaning, take the seats out, clean up underneath all the seats, you know, do everything I normally do on the car, guys. This is going to get as well. So yeah, let's take it back. I'll set you up. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, had a good strip down, took the wheels off, took the wheel arches out, both sides, just so that I could have a good look at it and stuff like that. But yeah, look at that angle of that, look. It's angled, isn't it? But this is what this section of the actual crash bar is designed to do. It's designed to absorb that impact on this section here, you know, before it gets to the actual chassis leg behind. And it's done its job. It's done exactly what it's supposed to do. Both sides, really. This side's not as bad, but it has gone over a bit. You can see at the top here, but this sort of seems to be straight. Nothing's been hit behind at this point. So, yeah, we've just got to check to make sure there's no air conditioning in here. Otherwise, I have to get the mechanic at the end to pull that out. I think that looks like an original auxiliary belt, so we'll have to change that for sure. I'll change them anyway, don't I, when I'm doing a timing belt, so that's going to be done. Definitely, I think the rad pack, air conditioning, condenser, and fan probably is all broken. It looks like it's squashed and that. So, but you know, normally when you buy a lot of rad pack, you get the whole in the slam panel, you get the whole thing as one. So that's what I'll be looking for. I don't think this lower panel here, this plastic lower piece, because that's separate to the slam panel. I think this is okay to reuse. If not, I've got loads of them, I've got to be honest. They're just everywhere. There you go, look, there's one there straight away. So, but yeah, I don't think I've got, I'll check the aircon rad and the water rad, but I don't think I've got them. I think these are all 1 litre EcoBoost rad packs. I'll have a quick look. Might have an aircon rad in there. Depends on which way it goes and how it sits, really. Yeah, might have one. It goes like that and goes there. I'll check it all. Anyway, let's, continue stripping this front end off. And, get cracking, get all the damaged parts off, so then we can then move on to the actual mechanical side of it, which is the timing belt, the water pump, the service, and all that sort of side of it. But yeah, I love this part of it because it's just, you're getting stuck in there, you're getting all those, you're finding out what it is, you're just ripping it all apart. I love this part of it. So let's get cracking, guys, and let's see how far we get today. Let's do this. Right, okay. Well, there we go. Complete front end off. And yeah, as I expected, no damage to the chassis legs. A little bit rusty, this one, but nothing sort of to worry about. But yeah, no damage to the chassis legs. Both are absolutely straight. Not even the actual fronts have been hit or damaged, because we kind of knew that anyway, because obviously we could look at it through, and it was the crash bar that took the impact, wasn't it? Absorption points. So yeah, that's it's looking all right. It's looking good. Now, I've had a good look around, and you know, I'm just checking to make sure that when it got hit, none of this obviously engine part was damaged, and it's all looking great. There's no actual damage to any of this part. The only thing I found was an air conditioning pipe had snapped, and it's this one here, and it goes on in there. So this is snapped off there, but obviously, you know, if that's all the damage there is, then we got off lightly. We have got some part numbers there, so I'll just get some part numbers off of there. I think that one there it is, AV1119972DA. That's the part number. I'll see if I can find one. I might actually have one. I might have one. You don't know, but yeah, that's where it snapped off of. It snapped from there. So we'll have to get it pipe changed and regassed. Oh, I'll get it off. I need a screwdriver or something to get it off. But yeah, that's where we are, guys. No other damage. Well, just incredibly lucky on this one. It could have been a lot worse. I've had it before where, you know, these intake has been damaged, and pipes, and it's just nothing. There's just nothing else that's been hit and damaged. So yeah, took off all the other bits and pieces. They're over here, so I'm going to get all this replaced. But before I get all the parts replaced, I want to crack on with the service parts. So timing belt, water pump, service, oil change, oil filter. Just do all those bits and pieces now, whilst it's like this. And if you remember rightly, I've done the timing belt and the water pump and the service on the black Fiesta with the front panel still in place. Now, this is what I was talking to you about with when it comes to getting in there to lock the actual flywheel. There's the starter motor there. So look how much easier it is, access-wise, to get it locked, to get it in place. It's just so much quicker with the front ends off. But let me set you up, guys. I want to continue. I want to start, you know, pulling this apart now, getting that starter motor away, pulling that panel off, start doing the top end, start undoing bits and pieces, because the timing belt and water pump and service parts are actually on their way now. So, yeah, we've got, you know, some time to carry on. So let's keep doing it. I'll set you up. Let's just crack on. Let's do this. Right, so guys, let me give you a update and show you what is going on. It's already started to do a massive strip down. Engine supported now, engine mounts off, coolant bottles out of the way, the covers are out of the way. Let's show you the condition of the belt. You can see it there. And it is an original Ford. It's very faded, but you can just about see it, and it's here. Can you see it? Oh, let me just, there you go. You can just about see it. It's faded, but it's there. Now, that is the original belt, I believe. It's pretty much marked up all around the belt, so it's a good possibility that that's the original. I can't see as someone would take it back to Fords to get the timing belt done. I might be wrong, but I've never heard of it, basically. No, I've never heard of someone taking it back to the main dealer to get a timing belt done, because it'll just be an absolute ridiculous price. But it's looking clean inside, very, very clean in the engine. Even the channels, just super, super clean, guys. Engine oil, very, very clean. So it does seem like a really nice, clean engine. I've taken off the starter motor, which is in there, and then you can see, there you go, that is the flywheel. And that is what the plate goes across. The plate goes across, and then the pin on the plate locks into those teeth. Yeah, it locks into the teeth, and it locks that bottom end of the engine solid. It won't move. So yeah, that's how I do it. I just think it's a better, safer way of making sure that there's no sort of there's going to be no possibility of it moving top or bottom on this engine. So yeah, that's where we are. Going to continue, get this belt off, get the water pump off, get the tensioner off, replace it. Got the parts, they've turned up. So we've got oil filter, timing belt kit, water pump, normal stuff, auxiliary belt, Daco matching. So yeah, we are really moving along with this one now. So I'm going to crack on. What else? What I was going to say? Oh yes. Sorry, I just lost. Oh God. Yeah, I just lost what I was going to say then. Basically, I showed you the aircon pipe that's snapped off there. Let's see. I've just spoke to Ford main dealer, and they are Ford Parts Plus. I think it was 60 quid, and they bring it to me today. So you'll see this in today's video changed, because they're on their way. 60 quid. It just saves me going out, going to Ford and looking for it, going online, trying to order it online and wait for the delivery. It's just boom, it's here. It's 60 quid. We're done, and it's an original Ford part. So yeah, I think I'm going to go down the route of going to main dealers and getting new parts, because yeah, like I've seen second-hand parts like those pipes second-hand are 40 quid. New ones 60 quid. So for 20 quid, you're getting a brand new part that hasn't done whatever mileage or whatever usage it's had. It's just a no-brainer now. These second-hand parts are just sort of been going up and up and up, second-hand parts for these vehicles. And if you go to the main dealers now, they will get you a better deal for second-hand parts. So yeah, bear that in mind. If you're doing this kind of thing, or you need parts for cars and stuff like that, go to main dealers. Always check with the main dealers, guys, because yeah, I think the second-hand parts now, the breakers and stuff like that, they're just pushing their prices up and up and up and up. But you don't have to pay that money. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Anyway, that's enough waffling from me. Let's let me set you back up. Let's crack on. Get this belt off. I've got to line it up first. Got a top dead centre. I've got to put the screwdriver in. Cylinder 1, which is there. I'll turn it around. Get my back plate on the cams. Lock that top part. Lock the bottom part. into the actual, where the starter motor sits, and then put the pin on the back of the engine as well. So yeah, let's continue. Let's do this. So guys, there we go. Water pump and timing belt all changed over. So yeah, nice and new. That's what we like to see. Same thing as last I think it was 2 days ago I've done it, didn't I? The black one. It's actually out there, that black one. The timing belt we did on that one. Same thing. Keep it tight this side and then release the pin, and it puts tension on this side of the belt, not this side of the belt. But yeah, very, very quick this one, because, you know, I've just done one basically and it's all fresh in my mind. It's all there. So all we've got to do now is box it back up, undo all the bolts, take off the plates. Everything's locked and still in the right position. The back plate's in the right position. That hasn't moved because obviously it's the flywheel. Nothing's moved. So fingers crossed that this is going to start, run and be good. But yeah, I've got a good feeling about this. So let me set you up. Let's keep going and let's box it all up and turn that key if we can today. So let's do this. Right, okay, guys, it's all boxed up, it's all done up tight. I haven't done the auxiliary belt, I haven't put this alternator back in place. That's fine. For the startup, we can just, you know, turn that key and give it a go. I have got everything unplugged. I've got all these unplugged. The sensors, the crash sensor for the slam panel, it's all undone. So I'm expecting the engine management light to come up and throw me some code, because it's just, yeah, it's still in pieces basically. Got the new oil in there, so you know, no issues whatsoever about starting. No coolant, but engine oil is up to where it should be. So let's go in and give it a go. These times when you've done a timing belt and you go to start it is very, very nerve-wracking if you've ever done this before. Anyway, we've just got to go for it. So let's do it. There you go. Engine management lights up. Airbag lights up on as well. You can see it there. But that's because of obviously the front end is completely off. So yeah, it's throwing me some lights up. But you know, it was all going to be, you know, like that, because it happens all the time when you're doing this. Starter motor is a little bit clicky, I think, but it starts. It's all lined up still. It's all good. So yeah, whew, what a day. I've done absolute loads today, but it just feels, I don't know, it just feels really weird. It just feels really clicky, really sort of, you know, do that, do this, do that, do that, and everything just sort of just runs and times. The more you do one car, obviously, the faster you're going to get, and the faster you're going to be at doing that. And yeah, I can do these Fiestas in my sleep now. Really, I've got to be honest with you. So I really want to, when it comes to the Fiestas, I really want to step up to the Mark 8. I think it's worth having a try. The Mark 7 was the absolute, you know, best version of the Fiesta they ever did, the Mark 7. It was, shadow of a doubt, it was the best one. The Mark 8, you know, I just don't think it's really, I don't think it's really stepped up to the expectation of a Fiesta. I think they've actually, they lost it a little bit. But I would like to do a Mark 8 Fiesta, so you never know, guys. One day on the channel we might see one, but I'll crack on for the moment. Still got time. I have found a slam panel over here. We wasn't over here, I was over there, but it's over here, so absolutely no damage whatsoever. This was the one that I got on the last Fiesta we did, you know, John's red one. So I know that this is absolutely good. So we've got that. I've got an air box, which I've seen up there. So I'll get that air box out up there. We've got a crash bar here. So that's what, you know, this is all good to keep hold of these bits and pieces, because they will come in handy at some point when you're doing these kind of things. I have taken apart the radiator, air comrade, radiator, and the fan. Probably going to use the fan, but not the other two rads. I'm not using two, but this fan, yeah, that's there's no problem with whatsoever with that. We can reuse that, but I don't really want to reuse these. I'm sure I've got that aircon rad over there. I'm not sure about the water rad at the minute, because it's quite a thin rad. I've got to be honest with you. It's really thin. It's got a little bit of a dent up there. Don't know if it's leaking, but it's twisted a little bit, so I don't really want to use it. And on this one, it's got a dent there, and over here as well, it's quite dented up, and so yeah, again, I don't want to risk it, so we'll just change them. So I need that to carry on. Can't really do the front end until I'll have a look. If I have, I'll swap them out, and I'll get all that out and have a look to see if I have got it. But I don't think I have, guys. But let me carry on anyway. Let's see what we can get done today. So yeah, let's do this. Right, okay, guys, there you go. See, got a delivery from Ford's, and it was the it was the pipe, the aircon pipe, brand new. So this was £60, this pipe, compared to second-hand part that you don't know how long, you know, how old it is, how many miles it's done or whatever, but they were £40 for the second-hand, £60 brand new. I just, in a minute, main dealer parts, guys, is yeah, it's incredible. But always check main dealer parts now, because they're even beating prices, Euro car parts. They beat Euro car parts on prices now, so always check. But yeah, we've done that, bolted it back up, so that's all done up tight now, so I can leave that, and then the front panel can come on. I have been checking to see what I've got for when it comes to parts wise, because this is the original one. I don't want to use that, and I haven't actually got anything. The only thing I can use is that slam panel, and I can't even use that crash bar because that's different. It's a different layout. The original one is like a box section. This is like a different type. Must be for a different year. Might be older. I don't know. I think it might be older. But anyway, I can't use it. We're gonna have to get another one. Yeah, I'm gonna get another different parts anyway. No, I've got to get all this front end basically. You can see like it's like a box type of crash bar. So yeah, we're gonna have to get the whole thing. So yeah, that's where we are. But I have run out of time, so that is going to be the end of today's video, part 1 on this little Ford Fiesta. And I'm sure the owner will be watching this video tonight, because you know they're excited to get the car for their son, and it's going to be a great little car once I'm finished. But yeah, done absolutely loads today. Timing belt, water pumps, part of the service, whole front end off. You know, I'm doing my checks, started to clean it, done the wing as well. So I lined all that back up. So that's all done and everything's sorted out now. The gaps are completely, you know, the same going all the way up. I use a feeler gauge to do that, but there. So that's done as well. So yeah, we're getting through it, but this is going to be the end of today, part 1. So have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Take care.